Over the last few weeks, my partners and I in the General Assembly have been traveling around the state to talk about the cradle-to-career investments in this year's proposed budget. Illinois is poised to make history, making it possible for every working-class resident of our state to get a degree, training, and skills that institutions like Heartland provide, and doing it tuition-free and fee-free. That's a big deal. That's never happened before in the state of Illinois. With an additional $100 million directed to the MAP grant program, a student can pair our state support with a federal Pell Grant and pay for college with no loans and debt required. A lot of people are scared away from getting a college education, coming to a community college, because they're afraid of the debt and the burden that they'll carry with them for so many years. So we're alleviating that burden, and it feels good to be there here as a state. Illinois is really going places. Illinois has the third largest community college system in the entire nation. We're home to 48 community colleges, and all across the state they open doors to higher wages, new careers, better jobs in healthcare and IT and construction management, accounting, manufacturing, and so much more. We're making smart investments now so that Illinois residents can reap the economic rewards that they deserve. Look no further than Heartland, where students can enroll in the electric vehicle energy storage training program that we unveiled back in 2021. And that means boundless opportunity in our state's fast-growing EV production sector. I'm able to say to EV manufacturers and suppliers when I talk to them on the phone about coming to Illinois that we have the workforce and that we're developing the workforce that they need. They come to Illinois because they know we have the talented people, and they want to know that we can train people for the jobs of the future. And it's why so many companies are choosing to come to our state. When I first took office, going to college in Illinois seemed less affordable than ever before. Prior administrations had cut funding for higher education so badly that out-of-state tuition looked better to Illinois families. And that's a fundamental failure of state government. And it's a trend that we've been reversing for the last 4 years. Over those 4 years, my administration has been laser focused on righting Illinois' fiscal ship, paying our bills, eliminating my predecessors' debts, and the debts that have been racked up for decades before. It's a big deal that we've gotten to this point. I often say to people that balancing the budget allows us to make the investments that we need to make for our state. And so working hard to balance the budget is really working to make sure that we're investing in our community colleges and in the education that our kids deserve. Because of the work that we've done, our state can redirect funding that once went to interest payments back into opportunity for Illinoisans, all while maintaining that balanced budget. Today, overall enrollment at Heartland is up, and enrollment of students from underrepresented communities increased by 13% just since fall of 2021. It's headed in the right direction, and we're excited about the future for Heartland. Not only that, but this year, every single student eligible for a MAP grant in the entire state that applied for one received one. Everybody that was eligible. Again, that never happened before either, because we would allocate in Springfield a certain amount of money, whatever we could afford in the budget, and then people would apply for MAP grants, and when the money ran out, whoever applied after that, you were done for the year. You had to wait till the following year and our allocation in the state budget. Now, when you apply in Illinois, you get, and if you're eligible, you get a MAP grant. So it's nearly $1 million that we're providing to help people acquire new skills and new degrees in this community last year alone. That's wonderful, and we want to do even more. As we make college tuition more affordable for students, we also need to invest in the school's facilities, bringing them into the 21st century, updating curriculum and resources, and ensuring that these engines of local economies like Heartland are running at their very, very best. Our Rebuild Illinois capital plan, which thank goodness Leader Kaler helped us lead and get passed, is the largest in state history. In fact, at the time we passed it in 2019, it was the largest in the country. And we didn't know if Congress was ever going to get around to passing an infrastructure bill back in 2019. And so we just went ahead and did what we knew was right for Illinois. Now, in addition to the $45 billion that we passed in our capital bill, which is building, sorry about the slowdowns on your highways all over. Yeah, sorry, not sorry, I should say, because we really are modernizing and rebuilding airports and waterports and roads and bridges, making them safer and better and faster for all of you. But we didn't know that we'd get another $20 billion on top of that from the federal government. So we'll be building for many years to come, hopefully without the cones on the orange cones on the highway so much. But I have to say that we're dedicating within that capital plan $500 million to community college infrastructure across Illinois. That includes the electric vehicle training facilities here at Heartland, as well as additional funding to repair and renew facilities that have been, left out for so many years and disinvested from. We've also brought system funding for day-to-day operations at community colleges in Illinois up by over $25 million since I came into office. And I've proposed we add another $19 million in operating funds, the largest increase for community colleges in over 2 decades, just for the budget this coming year. A stronger baseline also means that we can get more creative about making workforce development programs available for more people. My budget proposal also includes $8.3 million to expand dual credit and non-credit workforce development programs, options that transform outcomes for low-income high school students and support retention and skills training for employers. Our community college system serves as an accelerator for local economies and individual students alike. From a direct economic impact of about $3.5 billion annually, locally across the state, to producing degrees that offer an average annual return of over 25%. Community college is one of the best assets that we have when it comes to ensuring great opportunity and great outcomes for all of our working families. Remember, making good investments at the state level has a great return going forward for everybody, whether we're investing in community colleges or in early childhood education. Being able to invest in things that have a true return on investment, that we're going to see benefits from in years to come, that's what we ought to be doing at the state government level, and it is what we're all about. So I want to thank all of you for joining us today. I really am proud of the work that you're doing here at Heartland, and want you to know I'm going to come back and back and back, because we're going to keep making more and more investments here in Heartland and in our community colleges, and I look forward to that.